The more I do self improvement, the more I notice that it's actually about self trust, building self trust. And in my case, it's also regulating my nervous system. Surface level self improvement is kind of always about optimizing your fucking testosterone, optimizing your muscles, whatever, looks maxing, these kinds of like surface level things. Of course, if you look better, you'll also feel better, you'll also trust yourself more. Of course, but like sometimes it feels like the trends are kind of surface level. That's why most people like go to the extremes, and that's the thing. So they're forgetting about the core problem that they're experiencing, or they don't even have one. They don't have the purpose of why they're even improving. So it's like kind of it stays very surface level and it goes to the extremes, or then people just quit the self improvement thing. It's a lifestyle thing. And in my opinion, it's very important to frame it right in your mind. So for me, the more I do it, the more I notice that I can bring in new elements and new things, new perspectives as I frame it right. I frame it now as building self trust. These sort of like small nuances that you discover and figure out through your self improvement journey, whatever you might do, whether you go to the gym, whether you meditate, gratitude journal, retain, whether it's just a hobby, a serious hobby like martial arts, music, drawing, whatever. Those are all creative disciplines, and you must have the necessary energy to actually level up in those skills. In order to have that necessary energy, you kind of have to build self trust. You have to build other areas of your life that create the necessary focus for you to put that focus into those disciplines, you know. This might sound abstract, but my point is reframing the self-improvement journey as something meaningful to you instead of this surface level vehicle that kind of fixes the surface level problem and doesn't address what's deep down in your soul, actually, like on a spiritual much greater level. In the beginning, self improvement should be a surface level thing, in my opinion. Like it can be deeper. It can be surface level, it can be deeper. But as you go on, you need to deepen your why. You need to deepen your purpose, why the fuck you're continuing to do things. Otherwise, you will drop those things and it doesn't become a lifestyle. Each of us have their own techniques, principles. We all have different mindsets in terms of self improvement. For example, replacing addictions, we might replace bad addictions with good addictions. That's a kind of a mindset shift there. So you replace bad habits with good addictions that are actually like addictive. So you teach yourself to enjoy hard things. You have to reframe stuff in order to create a new purpose, because life goes on. Life is dynamic. Life constantly change and you change along with life. And it's important that you view things from different angles all the time. You kind of do these regular check-ins with yourself. And the biggest thing also is like creating thinking time for yourself. So that's an important one. Like thinking time actually creates more purpose. For example, I have to confess that I was like binging too much on YouTube recently, and that made me kind of confused. You know, consuming all these informational, educational videos, that made me confused, and I realized that I just need to take a break from watching all those fucking videos and just start doing something, or just do nothing. Just create room for the focus that I spoke about earlier. Create room for that to evoke the creative you in yourself, you know? Because when you consume all this info, this stuff, reels, news, whatever media you consume, you suppress your kind of creativity and you fucking fuck up your dopamine. You suppress your focus. You suppress kind of the essence of you that lives inside of you, but you won't let it out because you flood your mind with all this bullshit. So that's the thing. I'm not quite sure how I will end this. So bye.